Thanks again for being with us here on KXAN News at 4. We appreciate it. La Nina won't be with us for much longer. KXAN's chief meteorologist Nick Bannin has an update on what's to come next.
Yeah, so this started in September. Signs are that it'll probably be gone in about a month or so.
Okay.
So not too much long left of La Nina, although some of its influences may carry over into early spring. So we got an update from the Climate Prediction Center with NOAA today about the status of ENSO, which stands for El Nino Southern Oscillation, and the various phases of that. And the word from NOAA today is that La Nina is expected to end soon, with ENSO neutral conditions expected into the spring. ENSO neutral means not La Nina, which we're in now, and also not El Nino, which is the warm phase of ENSO. And here are the odds going forward for the rest of the year. And as we've told you before, if you're frequent viewers, these letters at the bottom here are the 3-month increments that advance one by one. So DJF is December, January, and February, which we're still in now, of course. JFM is January, February, March, so sort of surrounding February. And then FMA there, February, March, April, and you get the idea as we go through the year. So the odds are that La Nina will be with us for another month or so. And then as we transition into the spring months, even as early as JFM there, January, February, March. So as early as February, we may be entering ENSO neutral and leaving La Nina behind. And that neutral, the gray bars, continue to be favored through at least MJJ, May, June, and July. And then what is at least an early signal of happening is that the red bars, El Nino, which we haven't had here for a couple of years now, starts to look more likely as we head toward the end of the year. Now, there is a forecasting challenge for forecasting next winter's weather pattern of ENSO before the current spring is through. So the odds, yes, are leaning very much toward El Nino being favored toward the end of the year, August, September, October, but far from a guarantee this far out. Of course, La Nina winters, which we're in now, mean warmer and drier for us here in central Texas, with the cold air being trapped to the north of us, and that's certainly been the case much of the last month and a half. We've had little blips of cold, but for the most part, it's been kept well to the north of us. Should we transition to El Nino next winter, if we do, that's usually wetter for us, which is certainly something we need, more rain around here, right? As far as what's happening outside now, cloudy skies, but warmer and drier. Not much wet weather out there now. There's a tiny shower chance for our eastern counties this evening. Technically, there's 2 cold fronts that we're watching over the next, say, 36 hours or so. One of them is a very weak one on top of us now. It's also combining with a dry line where it shows the drier air well to the west and then the much more humid air on top of the metro and to our east. This cold front here is not going to do much for a while. It's just going to kind of stall on top of central Texas. It's this one here that will bring in the colder air behind it once this one dives south tomorrow night. So you can see much warmer air across the majority of the area for us now, but to the north of the banner you can see the much colder colorings there in the blue, indicating that chillier air that's going to start arriving into central Texas here as we go into the weekend. So overnight lows in the 50s and 60s. By midday tomorrow, a lot of us getting to the 70s as our cold front the first one tries to make some progress east. A few spots in our eastern counties may actually get closer to 80. And then it's not really until tomorrow evening, though, that second cold front that carries the much colder air finally plunges through the area. And that's when we have a much bigger temperature drop, taking us down into the 40s and even some 30s to start your Saturday morning, and then temperatures only very slowly climbing into the middle and upper 50s here for Saturday afternoon. So 2 fronts, yes, but the big takeaway is that we've got a much colder air coming in here for the weekend. As far as that first front, though, combining with the arrival of our second may actually lead to a few showers or storms tomorrow. Tonight, only a tiny shower chance, but late morning, say after 10 in the morning, a few widely scattered showers and even a couple of stray thunderstorms start to bubble up from the eastern hill country through the metro and into our eastern counties. The window of opportunity for this, 10 in the morning until 5 in the evening, although it won't be raining the whole time and only about 40% of the area should see some rain. There's the possibility you get some beneficial rain where you are, and then those storms will be pulling away as we go into tomorrow night. Now, while this is not a huge concern for us, there is the potential, as we mentioned last couple of days now, for a stronger storm. And now the severe weather risk has increased to a 1 out of 5 from the metro east for tomorrow for a potentially severe storm. Large hail, damaging wind, the primary concern, but we're just looking at a 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. So that means very isolated severe weather if it happens at all. Not everybody gets rain. Those that do get a 1/4 inch or less near and east of 35 and into the hill country where those rain chances are a little lower, the rainfall amounts even lower. Just quickly, I want to talk about the wind that comes with that second front, the one that brings the cold. We could be looking at gusts between 25 and 45 miles per hour here on Saturday. So tomorrow, 72, 40% chance of rain, highs of just 58 Saturday. Partly sunny, windy, and then Sunday, sun and clouds and 63. Here's a look at our first warning weather 7-day forecast. You can see 60s to carry us through the majority of next week with only low rain chances Monday and Tuesday, more sunshine Wednesday into Thursday.